Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantastic match of StarCraft 2, spawning in the bottom right of the map, in the right ranks from Sweden. He's the owner of a big Twitch stream channel with over 1500 followers. From Sweden, SC2 Fool! Make some noise for Fool. And his opponent in the top left of the match, coming from Italy with a very mediocre YouTube channel and a big brain damage, he is the Italian player, Lord Tomicron. Welcome everybody, hope you have a very fantastic time watching this game and that your day might be even a little bit better. Alright, so these two players have faced off also in the past, so they know a little bit each other. So SC2 Fool, very well known on Twitch for his streams. Tomicron, just a more regular and casual player. SC2 Fool, much more experience. I think he has more like I think even 20,000 games of experience. Tomicron only 4,000, but who am I to judge these players? They never know which tricks they can pull off. Now, SC2 Fool opening with a more economical opener. We see two base before factory with a Reaper going on. Very economic focused opener for a TVT matchup. The Reaper is on in a defensive stance. On the other hand, we have Lord Tomicron with a double guess, more aggressive openers. Tomicron gives up some economy for a later second base to have a quicker factory over here. Now, first Reaper also popping up. No, first Reaper is already across the map. Reaper action, Tomicron getting the Reaper, the grenade goes off. Fool gets the grenade in the face, but the next grenade is from Fool. Boost out the Reaper of Tomicron, and this is an even exchange. Tomicron has to go away to not to lose the Reaper, because losing the first Reaper, the first unit in a mirror matchup is a little bit unfortunate. So Fool smartly patrolling his ramp with the Reaper to prevent further tricks from Lord Tomicron. Second base is complete for Fool, second base halfway done for Lord Tomicron, but two Reapers are out and even a Hellion is finishing. Tomicron opted for the faster factory, which gives also faster starport, faster factory unit, and Tomicron is a little bit smaller, a bigger army in the initial phases of this game. Tomicron tried to assert a map presence with 3 units, while Fool has only 1 Reaper for the moment, going for economy, even third and fourth gust, very early for Fool. Starport building only now, but the triple unit squad for Lord Tomicron going in, little bit of action. The Reaper from Fool has to retreat, goes down to the 3 units of Lord Tomicron. Tomicron sneaking in the second base of Fool. One SCV goes down. The other workers have to run away from the ramp. Tomicron cautiously does not engage the ramp because he fears a Cyclone. Tomicron blocking away and nibbling away damage to the second base of Fool. Workers are actually in a slight advantage for Fool in this case. Tomicron chose more units. Yeah, and this is the situation. Tomicron chose for an aggressive opener, so he has more units to harass early on, but now Fool as a beefier tank, a little bit out of position. He could have engaged. No, that's a mistake. But Fool chooses to siege the tank as opposed to engaging directly, but the Marine is still engaged, and Tomicron has to finally peace off. Now, a little bit of action from Tomicron. Tomicron dealing some damage without losing yet any resource. So Tomicron trying to assert presence. Tomicron now has full map vision. However, Fool has still the economic advantage, 34 workers to 31. Lord Tomicron trying to macro up to compensate for the economical deficit over here. A Raven in production for Lord Tomicron, and a tank. Now Fool is trying to defend. Fool knows he's ahead economically, because otherwise, if Tomicron didn't give up, big blow in the face of Tomicron, Tomicron has to retreat, loses a unit. Tomicron losing the first unit to the well-placed tank of Fool. Now, Fool has 2 tanks in very smart defensive position. Notice one tank covers the Fool main base, another tank covers the natural base. So Fool knows he's ahead economically, because this opener is only possible if you give up economy. So that's why Fool is smartly securing his economical advantage by placing a defensive turret, another defensive turret, and going for an aggressive second starport. Going for the classic build from Fool, which is Marine tank and double Viking. Lord on the other hand, has 2 Ravens, so in a more mobile and aggressive position, ready to go. Tomicon has also 2 starports, and in this moment is likely also the tank count is is an advantage. Full has more tanks, and also more mariners. So in this moment we can see Full is ahead 5 workers, and is ahead also in army a little bit. So, but Tomicon has 2 Ravens, and Ravens can also disable some units. So I would say, so these 2 players are both going for a Viking-based army, based around tanks and Vikings. So they will most likely headbutt each other with Vikings and tanks. So Tomicon scanning, Full assessing the army, and so both players gathering the army. Viking count is very similar, and Full is rallying all his army in one single place. The Reaper is coming home, and Full is sending it. Full actually is attacking across the map with a few mariners, 2 tanks, and Vikings. Tomicon at the same time he scrambles more tanks and more Vikings across the map. The 2 players are missing each other. Oh, this is a... Oh, they miss each other. They attack each other through 2 different lanes of the map. So Full hesitating a little bit in the staging area, while Tomicon more directly exploring the 3rd base of the opponent. Wow. It's a very, very interesting scenario. Tomicon still producing, rallying directly units to the army, while Full has a defensive army as well. So Full has more chances to defend, but Full is now sieging aggressively the tanks, doesn't find any, finds only 2 mariners, and decided to send it. Full sieges and engages the 2nd base, the Viking land, but at the same time Tomicon is also engaging the natural base from Full. The tank will fall immediately, but Tomicon will lose a tank and will most likely lose all this. Oh. Now, Tomicon knows this is a base case scenario. Now, Tomicon immediately evacuates all production facilities, the 2 starports, the barracks and factory, and the command center are flying away. Full indecisiveness. What are you doing? He goes back, then he goes forward. No, dude, it's indecisive. Full doesn't know what to do. First he pulls the army back, then he pulls the army forward, then he repulls the army back. Full sees that Tomicon left the base, and now he doesn't know what to do. The workers take a bit of a shot. The Vikings aggressively come to catch the worker, but no! Full indecisive. This is a big mistake. Doesn't kill the economy of Tomicon, while Tomicon, much more decisive is going full base trade. Tomicon is embracing the base trade. Now Tomicon can run away with the workers, can fly away his structure, while Full is losing all the production structures in this moment. The tank is sieged. The Vikings are going to land the game and kill all these workers from Full in an instant. The 2nd starport is about to die for Full. 1 base still but Full is clicking the army to a corner place exactly where Tomicon is gathering, and GG scored! Full leaving the game in this chaotic moment of base trade. Now, I don't know, because I don't know whether this is a correct decision from Full to leave the game and to grant Tomicon the victory, or whether this is actually on bad GG timing. He still had some chances, it seems to me. So let's ask our two casters, Artosis and Tristless. Please, can you enlighten us? What could have Full done better here? Now, thank you, Pig, for this question. I am Artosis, very, very experienced cast in StarCraft 2. So we see in this moment, in my opinion, this is a bad GG timing, because Full actually he still had a chance. Now, you can see Full has a bigger bank than Tomicon. Well, Tomicon has a bit more gas, but Full still has the mineral advantage. More importantly, Full has the army advantage. So Full, in this moment, has 18 Marines against 3 Marines. Yeah, Tomicon has 1 tank more, but Full has 10 Viking against 7, and Tomicon has 2 Ravens. So it's very, like, the army of Fool can very much contest and even win an engagement with the army of Tomicron in this moment. Now, notice that the army of Fool is clicked. So let's go a little bit behind in the replay. Yes. So now Fool is controlling the army like this. Let's go to full vision.
Base is under attack.
And now he sees, oh, okay, he clicks the army here. So Fool just attack moved his army in this corner, and just by luck, by sheer luck, he's clicking the right place. Notice. So the red indicator is over here, and Tomicron is gathering, is going exactly there to build his next base. So if Fool, now Fool leads the game, but if the game goes on, all these units are going to actually kill the new base of Tomicron, and Tomicron has to be quick and move these workers elsewhere, right? So the Liberator is already here. Now it is true that these workers cannot run the army, but still, I mean, the Tomicron of the workers of Tomicron. First of all, Fool has more workers, 48 against 20. So Fool is still doubling the workers of Tomicron. Tomicron has to find a hidden place, has to outrun the army that is clicked to kill this corner over here. On the other hand, these workers of Fool are all going to die because there is no way out. Like the army of Tomicron is controlling the ramp. The only way out is the ramp. So all these workers are all going to die, and Fool is all going to lose all the economy except for this flying base. Tomicron has already landed his base. It can immediately rebuild the workers and immediately land his production and build again units. So Tomicron, yes, he had an upper end in this game, but not by much. So maybe Fool could still continue playing the game. Oh, and still more workers for Tomicron, by the way. But yeah, still, I would say the advantage was for Lord Tomicron in this case, because all these workers are trapped, the base is already landed. Most importantly, the production is still intact for Tomicron. The four structures to produce units are still here, while all units producing structures of Fool are all gone. So this, yes, Fool could have tried a very last engagement, but if Tomicron sieges well, then it's game over. But yeah, Tomicron in this case, willy-nilly takes this game with a gentleman's base trade, I would say. The two players didn't really see each other. They ran accidentally in a base trade. Tomicron had better reflexes, quicker to embrace the base trade scenario. Fool was slower to run away the workers and to run away the structure. Thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to smile and have a very, very nice time. Adios.